mother-in-laws. Oh, hang on, I'm recording. Sorry, hello and welcome to my take on painting the Tooth Fairy from the World of Warcraft series. To start painting the Lord of the Plaque, I decided to pick a purple as a shadow colour, and a sickly green colour for the actual skin tone, which was painted on top, just leaving the shadows behind. Unfortunately, I thought the colours clashed too dramatically, so I decided to tone it down a bit by mixing the two colours and filling in the shadow areas again. Me and my camera had an argument, and it decided to constantly stay out of focus, to teach me a lesson. So for the next several hours, I kept increasing the brightness of the green, and painting smaller and smaller areas on the model to create volumes and highlights. I did this by using a glaze medium and using a stippling motion, blending the two previous colours together, finishing with just using the very brightest colour as a tiny little highlight here and there. As I was using this model to experiment on, I was trying to achieve a dead skin look on his nice little mini skirt by using a stone grey colour and applying random areas of blue and red washes. I believe this failed slightly because it kind of looked a little bit more like stone and not dead skin. But there are no rules saying a little fairy like this can't have a stone skirt, so I just highlighted it using an off-white colour to make the folds look a little bit more visible. Using the same highlight colour, I painted all the areas I decided were going to be bone. Whilst those were drying, I decided to address the little sores all over his body. The darker blood effects was put inside the pits first, followed by a quick wet blending using the brighter colour to give the sores a slight tonal difference and not to make them look too flat, as the blood effects has varnish in it, I believe, and makes them quite shiny. This was then blended with a white colour to create pink highlights. The pustules were covered in vomit colour and highlighted with lemon yellow. After blocking out the metallics with a stupid citadel pot, painting a wood effect on the weapon was next, using the dark brown as a base colour and then edge highlighting and painting very small lines with the lighter brown to create a wood grain effect. Leather straps were painted the same way, but using black as the base colour, followed by light orange to fake the look of wear and tear of old leather, using my favourite burnt umber ink, which I think can be used for just about anything, was then applied on all the bone areas, letting it pool at the base of the bone and then highlighting the edges with that white again. Agrak's Earthshade was then used on all the metallics to give them a nice worn look, and verdigris was used on all the gold areas. For the rust, I blotched areas using the dark rust colour, filled in all the little holes and nooks and crannies with the lighter rust, and grabbed a small sponge to blend in all the orange areas to help break up the blocked colours. Following this with a very bright silver and using a very simple edge highlighting creates a very realistic metal appearance. For the scratches, a sponge is used just to brush the silver across the blade. When reviewing the model, I wasn't happy with the contrast, so I gave the edges of the swords a very bright highlight to help trick the eyes in creating colour where there is none. The base was given a simple brown coat, followed by picking out a few stones and rocks using the stone grey, and with a liberated makeup brush that I just happened to come across, highlighted the mud with the same stone grey colour. It was then just the simple task of highlighting the edges of these stones and gluing the model to the base. As it stood out just a tiny bit, I used chalk pastels just to blend in the two parts. After ensuring it had a nice clean base like it's supposed to, it was done. And that's how I painted my tabletop ready Lord of the Plagues. All the paints I used are on display now, so let me know what you think of my little model. Thanks for watching and have fun!